Hey guys, I'm really excited about today's video because if you like cowboy boots or shoes in general and repair work, well, then today I've got a great question for you. When you take your boots or shoes into the cobbler, are you doing a full sole or a half sole? Well, today we're going to answer that question because we've never done a video on this before. Surprisingly, never done a video. And we're going to take you through the process, restore this pair of boots, and let you know, do you need a half sole or a full sole? So stick around and let's get to this pair of boots.
All right, so you've always seen us do full soles on cowboy boots. Now, is it best to do a full sole or is it best to do a half sole? Well, today we're gonna show you, for the first time, we've never done it on a video, a half sole on a cowboy boot. And we're gonna explain why it just might be best for you. All right, so right off the bat, I'm gonna point, we are finished. From this point back, we don't have to take the heel block off. We can just replace the top lift. All right, now a half sole, you can do it on any style of cowboy boot, but ideally it is for the traditional boot that has a pegged or nailed waist, and then the welt only goes from behind the joint up through here. The stitches don't go all the way back up underneath. And the reason for this is all carved and shaped. It doesn't follow a welt. And we can leave that in place. The structure of the boot, we can leave it in place and just deal with the welt. If that was about as clear as mud, it'll make sense as we go along. I'll show you and explain a little bit more. So we're gonna mark where we want the sole to blend. And every cobbler kind of has their way of doing it, but they don't vary that much.
So when you're doing a half sole, you have to basically take the piece of leather and the sole and they overlap each other. So what we're going to have to do is sand down this portion of the sole so that it makes a nice angle for the leather piece that'll go over it.
All right, so another reason why it's good for this style is you'll notice that this is a double, and especially with double stitched boots, the chances of getting 2 rows of stitches back in there in the same holes are slim, so it's always best to replace the welt on a double row. Now, if the welt goes all the way back here, you can't replace the welt as easily because all this is in place, but we're just going from right here, so we can replace it. All right, so I have to split this down. You've seen us use the cutter. You've seen us use this little welt press. You've never seen us use the skiver. So we're gonna do this and hopefully my table won't collapse. It's gonna get noisy. And all it does is just split that down to where it's a paper edge.
So Mount Gluvius is making a comeback in this video, but hey, I wanted to also thank the gentleman out there that sent us a brand new glue pot. It has been many, many years since we've had one that looked this clean, and we'll see how long this lasts. So thanks again, I really appreciate it.
All right, guys, while we wait for the glue to dry, let me tell you something. Y'all apparently loved this company. We mentioned them before because y'all bought a lot of their leather goods. So I'm gonna talk about them again. That company is Extraexter. Extraexter is known for inventing the first trackable wallet. Now, some of the cool features with these wallets are super slim. It's half the size of a conventional wallet, but you can still carry up to 12 cards and cash. Quick card access. No more having to dig your fingernails down there to try to get your cards. Access to your cards can be done with a little trigger mechanism that causes the cards to pop up. It's got built-in RFID blocking, which protects you from data theft and wireless skimming. And it has a solar-powered tracking device, which allows you to track your wallet's location from your phone. So y'all, this is an anniversary sale. Get 20% off, but if you use the code that we're gonna put down in the description below, Trenton and Heath, you get an additional 5% on top of your 20%, 25%, easy math, off your entire order. So go check out Extraexter today.
So these boots had originally had dark brown stain all over it, and because we're doing a half sole on here, I just want to blend this all together, put it back to the way that it looked originally. So nothing fancy, just putting a little medium brown stain on there, again, just to blend this in. Okay, this pair of cowboy boots is done. And guys, as usual, just a couple quick things. Make sure to go check out Extraexter. Again, both of us have wallets, and we did a sponsorship on those guys about a couple of months ago, and you guys bought a lot of them. And again, they reached out to us because of that, so we really appreciate it. And again, yeah, 25% off if you use our discount down below.
Can't beat that.
No, not at all. Okay, I was excited about this video because in 4 years, I think, we've been doing videos, we've never done a half sole.
No, I don't
Never
think we
done a
have.
half sole.
No.
So,
And a lot of people look at a half sole as like, well, that's not as good. Well, not exactly, because my rule with cowboy boots is if they're brand new and you trust your cobbler, then go with a half sole, especially if you have the nailed, that tapered waist, because that's carved, it's shaped, and it's not the same as a welt that's stitched. Your sole's just completely stitched on. So if you've got a boot like that, get a half sole.
Yeah.
And then the next time you can get a full sole and half sole and full sole and just kind of rotate it out.
because again, and I know you sort of mentioned this, but again, a lot of guys, y'all are going to ask, well, why not? Why not do the full? Well, like Heath mentioned before, because especially with those filled waists that have the pegs in it, those pegs go up through part of the upper leather that's tucked under it. So it's kind of like a Blake stitch shoe. Every time you're pulling those out and putting new ones in, it's just punching more and more holes into that upper leather that's tucked underneath. So
And if they have nails,
yeah,
those nails are barbed over, so it's pulling on the upper as well. So hey, just that's just what I go by.
yeah. So yeah, like we did on this one, guys. Again, just put new welts on there. Didn't necessarily have to, but especially like he said, if you do the double row stitching, man, working with a blank canvas just makes the stitches
Comes out
so
quicker.
much easier. Yeah, a lot of it, I know. Yes, you can possibly get them to fall back in the holes, but man, a lot of that is just a lot of measuring and a lot of luck. So we just did that. JR half soles. Put the brass tacks in it just like the originals had in there, dyed them back like they were originally.
Kept that textured heel. We didn't sand it flat, smooth, but
kept the same.
yeah, sweet,
it.
short to the point.
Yeah, so again, a lot easier, a lot faster, and it's just gonna do just as well. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you really enjoyed the video, we hope you will give us a big thumbs up. Click the thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel, pass this video along to others that might be wondering, hey, what should I do to my boots? And that's just about it. So until next time, y'all have a good one.